How about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And now Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Hart. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Kicks it out to Siakam. They set the pick with the drive. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Wow, you see the mobility for a bigger guy. Siakam just glides around the court. What a drive.
Bridges against Halliburton. Achua with a screen. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. It's got it all, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And BA, he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Hart from long range. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges passes to Achua. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, BA, because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
Nice slam by the big man, Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Achua with a screen on Halliburton. Achua, high post, and foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Hart passes to Towns. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
And so Towns nails them both. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, BA. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time. Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
And it's good. 2 points. Bridges has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Halliburton, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Pacers ball.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam, the pass to Walker, and the officials call a traveling violation. Knicks leading by 4. Bridges outside. With the teardrop. And he takes it up and lays it in. Bridges has got 6 points.
Well, Bridges has this floater in the bag of tricks, and he's got to be able to pull it out at the appropriate time.
Here's Halliburton. Banked it in off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. "50 seconds left to play in the first." Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that.
Bridges against Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Turner. Blocked!
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Here's Turner. Yet to see a basket. Halliburton surveys the floor. Nembhard. Off target from three-point range. New York leading by 5. Outside Hart. Towns a screen on Halliburton. Outside Achua. Back to Hart. And the shot goes. He has 7.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's New York, closing out the quarter with a 7-point. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Precious Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for New York starting the second. Bridges with it. Achua with a screen on Halliburton. Bridges. Pass to Achua. Towns outside. Four on the clock. Outside Hart. Shoots over Walker. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Turner attacking. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, how about the vertical of Miles Turner? I mean, my goodness gracious, the ferocity with which he attacks the cup.
Now here's Towns. Hart from long range. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Halliburton drives. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far.
Well, we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Bridges has got 9.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Here's Bridges. The Pacers making their last shot. Outside Anunoby. Inside, here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
17.
Pass to Turner. Now here's Siakam. Back to Turner. The kick out to Walker. Now Halliburton. For three. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career, Tyrese Halliburton. Let him hear you.
2 minutes.
Towns, a screen on Halliburton.
2 minutes.
Bridges passes to Towns. Siakam with it. Hard covering. Tipped! Achua against Turner. Outside Anunoby. Out left to the wing. Towns for three. He's off on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
The finish inside from Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Bridges against Halliburton. Bridges passes to Achua. Here's Anunoby. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 2.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Now Halliburton. Turner for three. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
3-point goal.
Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Now here's Hart. He's got 10. Pass to Achua. Outside Anunoby. Takes the three. Kept alive. Achua misses the layup. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat. And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Pacers. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Matherin at the 2 with Nesmith at the 3. Topping out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's McConnell in at the point.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Toppin, a screen on Brunson. McConnell passes to Toppin. Back to McConnell. Pass to Bryant. Uncovered. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Now Robinson. McConnell with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Lets a floater go. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. New York trailing. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Mathurin finds Toppin.
It's always fun to watch a young player like Obi Toppin adapt to the league. He has done a really good job rising to the challenge of NBA-level play.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Yeah, just masterful use of the pick and roll by Jalen Brunson. Shot ready as soon as he wants to let it fly.
There's a screen by Toppin. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Tucker. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Knicks on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, you love it when Thomas Bryant tries to finish with power. Forget about try, he does it. What a pretty dunk.
Brunson surveys. Robinson, a screen on McConnell. And here's Brunson from the arc. And Toppin pulls it down. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here he goes. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
If you let Toppin penetrate, he is tremendous finishing. Boy, don't let him get off the dribble dry.
They set the screen. Here's Brunson outside. The shot off that time. The Pacers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Bryant, the pass to Toppin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. The shot's good. And it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has. Look out.
Robinson on the wing. Back to right. Pass to Robinson. 4 on the clock. And it's Brunson again missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Toppin outside. Over to the wing. Oh, there's the alley. It's Wright on the wing. He's covered by Mathurin. Wright, the open look. And again, the Knicks missing.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, let's...
Oh, wow!
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Robinson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Tucker against McConnell. To the paint. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And here are the Pacers now. Just 5 to shoot. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And here's Wright from the arc. They get the rebound. Mathurin with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. McConnell's shot is off.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. was embarrassing.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pacers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Oh!
No, he did it!
Punch it home!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Turner for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Knicks trail by 4. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, this is where Miles Turner's versatility is important, right? This is an athletic big man who is excellent at penetrating inside. What a bind he puts defenders in.
Towns on a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Yeah, that's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Bridges against Halliburton. Towns a screen on Halliburton. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton on the wing. Kicks it out to Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Bridges. Knicks keep it alive. Outside Hart. Achua with a screen. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Turner, a screen on Bridges. Turner inside. He's guarded by Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
At the line.
That free throw no good.
Well, Miles Turner has a lot of value in today's NBA. This guy's got length, athleticism, excellent shot blocker. He can space the floor with the ability to make those jumpers.
We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bridges outside. Over Halliburton. Bridges can't get that one to fall.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Nembhard outside. And he drives in. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Bridges. Knicks trail by 6. Hart from long range. Walker pulls down the board.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Bridges against Halliburton. Nice move. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out Towns. There's the triple. Offensive board. Achua gets the bucket. Achua's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's a confidence booster. Great effort on the offensive glass.
This guy just feeds off that 4th quarter pressure in a tight game like this. That's when we can really see the kind of heart he plays with.
2 open that time. They didn't look easy.
That's from
And the Pacers lead by 6.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Indiana with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And now an 8-point Pacer lead.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton in a rhythm, boy. He is something else to watch on the pull-up jump shot.
Towns a screen on Halliburton. For three, Bridges. Towns passes to Achua. Back to Towns. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Towns a screen on Siakam. Outside Hart. Lets the three fly. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
They are uncautious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
So Indiana wins it. This was a hard... Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie
Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. Antetokounmpo. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hard against Jackson. Deflects the pass. And here we go. The fast break with Giannis. Kicks it out to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Anunoby in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Anunoby's got the first 3 points tonight for New York. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's a 3-point game. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Now, Bridges. There's a screen by Achua. Bridges misses.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
And now, we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thanks, David.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Pass to Towns. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Launches it. Giannis grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator. Moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility. Just finds ways to knife inside the lane and finish through contact. Really impressive.
And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Now, here's Achua. No scoring in this one. Pass to Towns. Lopez with the steal. And here's Prince outside. Bridges with the board.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Back to Achua. And they get it. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Bridges against Jackson. Towns the screen. Here's Hart. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Lillard looking around. Launches a three. He can't get that one to fall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And we'll get things started in this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, in the early going, they've been effective scoring in the mid-range, and if it's falling, I say stay with it.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. There, the group New York will start the second.
Antetokounmpo, nice pass there. Good at finding his open teammates.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Lillard against Bridges. Bridges with the steal. Now here's Towns, guarded closer. There's a screen by Achua. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Sinks the triple.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Jackson against Bridges. Nice move. Pass to Achua. Misses the baby hook.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And here's Prince outside. It's rebounded by New York. Stolen by Jackson. Lopez passes to Jackson. And stolen by Achua. Bridges against Prince. There's a screen by Achua. The kick out to Towns. They get it back. Pass to Hart. Here's Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Antetokounmpo against Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end. Someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jackson against Bridges. to the paint. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Portis, a screen on Bridges. Here's Lillard. There's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Well, that time Leonard's speed on the drive forced the defense to make a mistake, and they ended up committing a foul.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Bridges kicks to Achiuwa. A three-pointer is right on target. Achiuwa's got 5 points so far.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Prince outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Prince has got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee. Now, here's Achiuwa. Defended by Portis. Towns wide open. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Prince can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Hart finds Achiuwa. Bridges, no one around him. No good on the 3. Bucks leading by 11. Inside, stolen by Anunoby. And it's Towns missing. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Milwaukee leading by 10. From deep, Trent. The offensive rebound. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Second shot opportunity. Robinson with the block. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop. Count the transition bucket. Jalen Brunson.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Trent against Wright. It's Trent on the wing. He has yet to score. The shot by Sims, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
To the middle, here's Brunson. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Trent passes to Connaughton. Porter with the screen for Connaughton. Banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Robinson. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Mark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Trent against Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shoots the 3. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Fires the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Junior.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
On deep, Brunson. New York, no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Brunson outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sims has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Trent outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, the Knicks, trailing by 19. And here's Trent outside. Rebounded by Tucker. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Good on the shot.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Bucks.
26.
Trent, right side. Pass to Connaughton. Takes a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Lillard from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight.
Lillard keeps the defense honest by spacing them out from the corner.
Bridges outside. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Giannis' screen on Bridges. Bridges against Lillard. Jacks up a 3, and they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Anunoby with it. Lillard picks him up. Bridges inside the three-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3.
You know, with the length he has, it is very hard to get a clean look at the rim over Lopez. He's an excellent rim protector.
Another shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Anunoby. Here we go, all alone. Finished off the break.
And how about Anunoby using all that momentum to finish past the defense? Refused to be denied. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
From the line, rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lillard, right side. Shoots over Towns. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 19. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. And the layup's good off the glass.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play.
First team foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bridges for 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Giannis' screen on Bridges. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Towns. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Shoots it. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Bucks lead by 20.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
For three, Bridges. That one, no good. Off target. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the grab.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg.
these teams, Brent. They both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Not much a defender can do against Giannis there.
Now here's Nembhard. Tight defense on him. Over Lillard. And that one's long.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
2 points. That one goes.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Down low. Siakam, the pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Indiana with a rebound. Now the Pacers on the move. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Here's Milwaukee. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Halliburton on the attack. Walker for 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Lillard against Walker from the arc. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 7.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
Halliburton with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. 6-point game. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Halliburton. No made baskets yet. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Walker. Rebounded by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. To the left side wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Right side, Walker. Shot clock at 2. With the clock winding down. And the jam by Walker.
This is how Walker dishes it out.
Pass to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Halliburton. And he converts the layup.
Athleticism showing off here for Halliburton. He gets where he needs to be. Nice job on that drive.
Now Lillard. He has 7. They get it back. Pass to Lopez. Here's Prince. Lopez, the screen on Walker. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. It could go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Just a big-time effort for Damian. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
A prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. And here's Milwaukee now. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Second chance effort. Unloads. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nembhard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
They set the pick. Nembhard outside. 4-3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Here's Halliburton. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Antetokounmpo on the attack, and the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
And Siakam, here we go. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. Prince can't hit.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Bucks leading by 10. Antetokounmpo, left side.
minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, the strength of Giannis.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Pacers trail by 10. Nembhard outside. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Basket's good. Lopez has got his second basket on the night.
Too much. Defense unable to slow Lopez down.
Lillard against Turner. Knocked loose. And stolen by Jackson. Pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. 55 seconds left in the first half. Good.
Typically, it takes Giannis one stride to get where he wants to go. And in that one stride, he's covering so much ground, you can't keep up with him.
Halliburton, no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Turner. The 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Turner's got his first 3 points of the game.
Got to be encouraged watching Turner shoot with conviction, realizing his team trusts him to take these fast shots.
Nembhard outside to the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. There's Jackson with the 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 5.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Here's Siakam. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot there. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
We've got Neesmith, Obi Toppin out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Thomas Bryant, and it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Poke loose. McConnell outside. Throws it up high. And stolen by Connaughton. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Flushes it down to finish the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Mathurin passes to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Love it when Obi gets a few steps. He can really get up there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And he lobs it up, and he dunks it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And there's Toppin on the assist from McConnell. Milwaukee leading by 19. Trent outside. Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Thomas Bryant. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best six-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, BA. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Pass to Bryant. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Porter looks it over. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Trent's shot is off.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And for a big guy, Obi is quick off the floor.
And so Porter will bring it up for Milwaukee. Trent for three. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And Nesmith gets it to go.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
To the inside, Sims. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And that one's good. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Sims. McConnell with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. Matherin against Connaughton. Clock at 6. And here's Toppin from the arc. The shot won't fall. Milwaukee leading by 16. Portis with it. Picked up by Matherin. On the wing, Connaughton. Here's Trent. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Trent's got his second basket of the night. For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Nesmith. It's hauled in by Portis. Milwaukee is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And the basket by Trent.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
The three. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Nesmith. Knocked away. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Bryant. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Milwaukee, a huge 24-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And Nesmith, here we go. Bryant, left side. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Toppin passes to Matherin. Puts it up from the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And you got to be right up on Matherin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Lillard against McConnell. Antetokounmpo outside. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Unable to get that one. Now here's Nesmith, defended by Jackson. And here's Nesmith. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
And one thing Benedict Matherin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nembhard, he's checked in for Nesmith. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Lillard right side. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Nembhard. The rebound by the Bucks. Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Lillard. Inside. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Jackson against Halliburton. Nembhard. Indiana again missing. The Bucks have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Tries a spin move, and the call will be against Benedict Matherin. That's his first foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Lillard fires away from way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Oh, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
It's good.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bucks.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Nembhard outside. Outside Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
That's on Brook Lopez.
Team foul.
I mean, you just have to deny Walker getting the ball in deep because he's way too strong to get off his spot without fouling.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Bryant, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Antetokounmpo, left side. Jackson outside. For 3, here's Lillard. Knocks down the long J.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Offensive rebound. Neesmith on the wing. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Lillard. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
players that should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So the New York starting five. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 2 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Halliburton drives in. And finished off by Halliburton.
That's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Here's Bridges. In the corner, it's Robinson. Anunoby outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
Bridges, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
And here's Halliburton after the three-pointer from Karl-Anthony Towns. And finished off by Halliburton.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
The kick out to Towns. Pass to Turner. Up and in on the way.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Towns, a screen on Halliburton. Now, here's Hart. Six on the shot clock, 11 feet away. The three. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game, and they take the lead.
And that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Bridges against Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Bridges misses. The Pacers are gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Here's Bridges. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Robinson passes to Bridges. Looking to end the run. In deep, Robinson drops it in.
I'll tell you, a level of toughness on display from Mitchell Robinson. Send a message, young sir.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Robinson passes to Anunoby. Now Bridges. Now here's Hart. Still scoreless. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Over Bridges. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Robinson sets a screen for Hart. Over Halliburton. Hart, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Josh Hart.
Bridges with the steal. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. That quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Hart. The kick out to Towns. Towns, a screen on Walker. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Outside Turner, fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side. Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball, helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Robinson sets a screen for Towns. Count that one. Towns has got 6 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good. Knicks trail by 3. And here is Hart. 5 points in the game. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Nembhard with it. Offline with his 3. Pass to Hart. The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Robinson dishes to Towns. Now Hart, and another shot. And it's Towns missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Here's Robinson. The kick out to Anunoby. Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. Back to Robinson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Indiana ball.
Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Halliburton drives in. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Robinson kicks to Towns. Goes up again, and it's good on the layup. Towns has got 8.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Tapping a screen on Anunoby. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Mathurin against Hart. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. Kept alive by New York. Bridges finds Towns. Hart with the screen for Towns. Outside for Robinson. Three-pointer. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And that is massive. The 3 at the buzzer ties it up.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court for the Knicks, E.J. Tucker is out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Akporti in at the 5, down low. From deep, Brunson. Toppin pulls it in. And it's the Pacers with the ball. And the Pacers doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the 3. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Wants to get it to McConnell and does. Here's Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
And now here comes Wright, leading the break. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Neesmith with the ball. Achua's on him. McConnell passes to Toppin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 2.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
Here's a good screen. On deep, Brunson. It's rebounded by Bryant. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Mathurin passes to Neesmith. It's rebounded by New York. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Wright. Can't connect from short range. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Toppin, good.
I'll tell you, there are few players more exciting in the open floor than O.B. Toppin. So much fun to watch him get in transition.
Brunson outside. There's a screen by Achua. New York, no good that time either. Pacers leading by 4. Mathurin finds Toppin. .125 left in the third. Pass to McConnell. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Knicks trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's the screen. Down low. Porty, shot's good. Porty's got his first basket of the night.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Here's Mathurin. Count it, good. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And you gotta love the Milwaukee in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So New York ends up going with the new group. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Bridges against Halliburton. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
And Towns drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Halliburton against Bridges. Here's Halliburton, and Halliburton slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And so it... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Knicks trail by 6. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Walker in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. Towns from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. There's a screen by Robinson. The kick out to Towns. Hart with a screen on Siakam. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Indiana ball.
Indiana leading by 6. Now, here is Halliburton. Out to Turner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anunoby finds Towns. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Shoots over Nembhard. Anunoby, no good. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Out to Turner. It's up a 3. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
Pass to Hart. Towns, a screen on Walker. Left side, Towns. Hart with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Hart, that's good. And here's Halliburton. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. From the wing, Bridges with some nice defense.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Tipped away. It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Unloads from 13. The kick out to Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Siakam. That's a 2 from Towns. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton with it. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. Outside Turner. It's over Bridges. The shot by Turner no good. Knicks trail by 7. Left side, Towns. Now Bridges. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. It's good from the top of the key. Bridges has got his first basket.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Turner with it. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Really left alone that time. Turner's got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for New York. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Fades away. No good there. And so here is New York. They trail by 7. Hart, wide open. He fires. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 12 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Hart. From outside, off the mark. It's off. And so the Pacers take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric. the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now, New York starting five. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the one. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And here are the Knicks. Anunoby passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Achiuwa against Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Bridges against Jackson. Bridges passes to Achiuwa. They grab their own miss. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, that effort is absolutely fantastic here. I mean, Hart staying active, being persistent, tracking down the rebound, and making sure they get something out of that extra possession.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute. You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Now here's Bridges. Lopez with the steal. To the paint. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Right wing. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Towns can't get it to go.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Antetokounmpo with it. Hart covering from behind the arc. Hart pulls it in. New York trailing. And it's Towns penetrating. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
I think they want Towns to be a little more active like this, using his size and strength to score on the move.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. The three, here's Lillard. Sends it home from three-point land.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hart goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Lillard can't get it to go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Achiuwa inside. Antetokounmpo covering. Achiuwa with the dunk.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball. Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Hart can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Antetokounmpo outside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Hart.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Bridges against Lillard. Takes the three. He buries it from 3. Lillard's got 9 points.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Outside Hart. Towns a screen on Lillard. Here's Hart. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lillard. Takes it inside. And the dunk by Lillard.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Bridges against Jackson. Bridges with it. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for the Bucks. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the floor for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with Achua. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the 2. Pass to Lopez. Five on the clock. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Hart pulls it in. Knicks shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Brett, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That shot off.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Bridges has gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Achua. Towns a screen on Antetokounmpo. Achua passes to Towns. Lopez with the steal.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Here's Bridges. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Oh, hey, how about big time right there? Big time.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Hart from long range. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Anunoby finds Hart. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
And both free throws good for Hart. The Bucks have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Lillard. Hart pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Pass to Bridges. Lillard against Hart. Over Lillard. Hart can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Drives to the hoop. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Bridges passes to Achua. It's Hart on the wing. Achua with a screen. Let's go with a 3. And Hart is good for 3. Hart's got 9.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
Lillard against Bridges. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Prince. And he lobs it up the feed. The jam. Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
The Bucks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Lillard outside. 26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Well, that time Leonard's speed on the drive forced the defense to make a mistake, and they ended up committing a foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Both shots good from the stripe.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Achua. Kicks it out Towns. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Robinson in the post. Working on Lopez. The shot by Accordi, no good. Jackson on the wing. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ending the first half with an exclamation point. The three-pointer adding insult to injury.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And get ready for the half-court shot.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then it's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's Doc Rivers 5 as we get into the second half. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Trent with it. Now right defending. Trent, the pass to Porter. Over Brunson. And there's Porter on the assist from Trent. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Right on the money. Porter Jr. wanting to make an impact and a statement from the mid-range. Get there.
Porter against Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Trent outside. And it's New York with a rebound. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Brunson. Pass to Accordi. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Porter. Outside Tucker. Tries again. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks leading by 5. Here's Sims. And that one is hammered home.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. They set a pick. Here's Brunson outside. And it's Brunson again missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Sims, the pass to Porter. Trent against Tucker. Trent's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Wright. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Floats one. It's hauled in by Portis. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks to the paint.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And Brunson won't miss many of those.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Trent outside. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Trent for 3. That shot, no good. Knicks trail by 6. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Wright against Trent. Portis outside. The 3. Porter grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Wright with the bucket.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And the basket by Trent.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Brunson against Porter. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third.
With his size and versatility, Porter Jr. is really a strong defender, especially when he's defending the point or 2 guard.
Down low. It's tipped. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Wright. It's hauled in by Portis.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Trent for 3. The shot comes out. Knicks trail by 3. Left side Brunson. It's his first trip to the line.
Yes, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Josh Hart is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Achiuwa against Antetokounmpo. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Antetokounmpo has got 20 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Shots good by Hart.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Bridges. For three, here's Lillard. He drops it from range. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Achiuwa can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Takes a 3. The shot by Lillard, no good. Knicks trail by 7. And here's Hart. Pass to Achiuwa. Back to Hart. Achiuwa with a screen on Lopez. Hart from long range. Towns passes to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Towns a screen on Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Hart. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. The Bucks leading by 7. Antetokounmpo outside. The big-time flush by Giannis.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Bridges against Jackson. Achiuwa with a screen. Fires it. Shot's good by Hart. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
How about Josh Hart making beautiful music all day long? They have no answer for him.
Bridges against Lillard. Jackson on the wing. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. To the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out, Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Man, how about the collectedness of Town helps him come through when the game gets snug.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Antetokounmpo, pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. It's Hart on the wing. Fires from deep. And again, the Knicks missing. The Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Lillard. From outside the arc. And it's New York with a rebound.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Oh, got that one up quick.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Antetokounmpo outside. Driving inside. Towns with a rebound. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
Hart can't hit. Prince against Hart. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Achua finds Anunoby. Back to Achua. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. A clean win. And Art Alley, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg.
of teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his son. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Halliburton against Jackson. And Halliburton slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Lillard finds Lopez. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. But I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do. Now, Giannis preparing for that kind of attention from the defense, and he found a teammate with an open look.
The shot by Turner, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Pascal Siakam.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now, here's Walker. Outside Turner. Back to Walker to end the run. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lopez kicks to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Walker. Lock at 6. Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. Off target from 3-point range. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
And stolen by Siakam. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Here's Turner after the basket by Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot. Takes it off the glass. Turner's got his second basket of the night.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Kicks it out to Prince. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Halliburton with the bucket.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Now, here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. They now take the lead. 6 points for Miles Turner.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Lillard outside. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. And again, the Bucks miss. Stolen by Jackson. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the court for Indiana, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist, and it being Dame time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
And Milwaukee has possession. The Pacers making the shot. Three-pointer, Lillard, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Smart and aggressive, Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick-and-roll set.
Siakam outside. Left side, Turner. Outside, Walker. Indiana moving it around. Siakam inside the three-point line. And he knocks down the jumper. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the work ethic of Siakam, he's always making the effort to find looks out there.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Milwaukee the rebound. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3, and it's sent back by Turner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Halliburton against Jackson. Out to Turner. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Here's Nembhard. Still yet to score. Can't hit from in close. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo swings it in.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Lopez over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Giannis with it. Halliburton picks him up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Jackson. looking around. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. 5 to shoot. Antetokounmpo. The second effort. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Out to Turner. Will it go? The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs. Highlight reels tough from Antetokounmpo. My goodness!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Halliburton against Giannis. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Giannis. A 3-ball. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Turner.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Giannis outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First free throw is good. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Toppin. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
21. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bucks. Here's Nesmith. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Gary Trent Jr.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
First team foul.
Pacers trail by 8. Here's McConnell. Bryant looking over the floor. Toppin against Portis. Mathurin with a screen on Portis. 5 on the clock. And Toppin throws it down.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Indiana shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Here's McConnell, and there's the drive. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
They get it back, and that one is stuffed right through.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now, here's Nesmith, defended by Trent. Bryant with a screen on Portis. Toppin lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Toppin puts a period on that play. He'll have one free throw to go.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Bucks leading by 3. Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Six on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Portis for 3. The rebound by Bryant. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Nesmith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nesmith has got 6.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them get back in the ballgame.
Snatched up. Back to Connaughton. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And here's Trent outside. And it's Indiana's ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And Bryant just attacking the rim with a strong finish inside.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. There's 1:26 left here in the third quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Sims. Back to Trent. Shot clock at 6. The tray. Drills it from outside. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like what Thomas Bryant gives to this team. This is a solid shooting big, helps stretch out the offensive opportunities. Because of that size, he's still willing and able to finish.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's Trent on the wing. Outside Porter. Pass to Portis. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot missing. Mathurin with the ball. Sims there. Bryant with a screen on Trent. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Outside Mathurin. Kicks it out to Bryant. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers out in front as they wrap up the third. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
First personal foul.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Walker in at the small forward position.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, you feel those cuts over here, cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Down low, inside, Giannis drops it in.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Halliburton looking around. Outside Turner. Stolen by Jackson. And it's the Bucks on the break. Absorbs the contact. Nice finish by Giannis. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Giannis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. Siakam, right side. Outside for Halliburton. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Back to Siakam. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Jackson in the corner. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Lopez. They get it again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Prince in the corner. And the Bucks miss again.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Nembhard. Covered by Lillard. Nembhard's shot is good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
While taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Lillard, right side. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Halliburton against Lillard. Back to Halliburton. Outside Turner. Shot clock at 5. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. outside for Jackson. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Lillard. Prince in the corner. No good from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Jackson against Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Turner with it. Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard. No good with the triple. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Giannis outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, he's a score-first kind of guy, Lillard. You want to construct your defense to try and swarm him to contain him when he has the ball.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Halliburton with it. Driving inside. Lopez with the block.
Lopez has size and great instincts. It makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Halliburton against Jackson. Back to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
And Lillard lets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Turner with the screen on Jackson. Halliburton drives in.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez a screen. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points in the quarter. Halliburton outside. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Halliburton against Jackson. Out to Turner. Lopez with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Miles Turner. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Prince in the corner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Siakam outside. The kick out to Walker. Fires the 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.